computer.
Oh, I just saw the chat, hey Tiff. You're welcome. Always welcome.
Okay, so everybody, welcome. And this video is all about an interview on two people who scored band 8 in the speaking test. Did you know that, guys? Oh my God, like for the last 3 months, four of you scored band 8 and one of you scored band 9. I mean, what's happening with speaking?
Wow.
Yeah, it's like going crazy.
What
Like,
happened with writing?
It's piece of cake, walk in the park, walk the
yeah,
dog, all the kinds of walk.
all, all of those
A
idioms.
walk to remember.
Well,
Nah,
all
that's a
the time.
movie. Okay, so I'd like
Really
to
have to pop, you know.
I'd like to introduce the two people out of the five people who scored at these impressive levels. By the way, I mean, my name is Juni Torre. I think you, no, 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 you can't see my name down there. So, and I am one of the administrators of Einstein. And we'll try to get the three other people and when the time permits. But in the meantime, I would like to introduce Lian Walter Sarmiento. So, Lian, tell us a little about yourself. There she goes. Tell us, give us a few ideas about who you are.
I'm sorry. Uh, I really have a crappy signal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go there.
Yeah, can you just run that by me again?
Okay, just tell us a little about yourself.
Oh my God. Here we go again with it. Tell me about yourself. You
Oh my
always
God, she has
got
crappy signal. Did you hear what
always
she
thinking.
said? Can you run that by me
I don't know.
again? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Tell us a little about yourself. Lian, how are we going to do this interview?
Yeah,
Maybe we
I
could.
think the signal, yeah, shit is signal.
So, who is.
I'm not really good in introducing myself.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm not really good in introducing myself. Well, I think everyone here is a Filipino, so basically I'm from the Philippines and I live in a province. I am really a country girl, another city girl. And right now I'm here in Riyadh. I'm working as an OFW nurse. I'm working in a private acute facility in a home healthcare department. So I've been working here for about 5 years now. Yeah, really interesting place to work.
Mm,
You would really get a culture shock here,
mm,
literally and figuratively. You're gonna get a culture shock here. It's really what you're seeing on the news is just the tip of an iceberg. It's really a
mm.
far cry of what you're gonna see here, really.
Yeah.
So I think this is the only country in the world who is implementing a dress code. So we have a traditional dress here, regardless of your religion or your
Mm,
creed or nationality, you have to abide by the rules. So
okay.
you can't say no. So we're wearing abaya here. We call it abaya. For
Mm,
women, it's all black. And for men, they're wearing what we call thobe. So they're all white. So it's
mhm.
really easy to point out who's girls, who's boys. So
Okay.
but if you're like in a crowd, yeah, but if you're like in a crowd and you're looking for your friend, it's
Mhm.
really difficult to look because we're wearing the same clothes. But everything had changed recently. I
Mhm.
think for the
Okay.
past years, everything has changed drastically.
All right. We'll talk about that later. But so far, what we've heard from Lian are really a lot of idioms. So she said it's just the tip of the iceberg. So yeah, that's quite. I guess everybody knows what that means. And she also said something like, "Can you run that by me again?" So really nice, no? Meaning, can you just repeat what you asked or what you said? So that's Lian, band aider. And then, of
Mm.
course, the other one is Jack Manalo. Yeah,
Signal.
yeah. Go ahead. Do introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, see some new names and familiar names too. My name is Jeric
Yeah.
Christopher Manalo. My complete name. Born in QC, grew up in QC, had a taste of the province life every summer when I was a kid. But when I got married, I decided to move with my wife in Las Piñas. It's a coastal city along the edge of Manila, borderline between Manila and Cavite, basically. So there, I'm a
Yeah.
nurse,
Yeah.
nurse by profession. License is still active. What else? I am currently working as a training supervisor here in Alabang.
Mhm.
Been in the corporate world since 2008.
Okay. You guys, you know how to introduce yourself. You studied for this, right, Jack, for the IELTS?
Me, IELTS? Yes, I did.
One of the things you prepared for.
Of course, getting myself acquainted with. Excuse me, there's a truck. You can clip that out. Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
okay. It wasn't too
Right.
noisy. Yeah.
I wasn't. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
My preparation includes dedication of time to
Mhm.
study, watching videos, how the test is done,
Mhm.
orientations posted in
Mhm.
YouTube. Then get, getting materials like reading materials and practice websites. Those are the kind of stuff that I expose myself into along with my wife. But we have a different study pattern. She's more studious than me. I'll just I'm the kind of guy who's comfortable having a photocopy of the lecture, won't even read it, but at the day of the exam, let's say 5 days before the exam, that's where I cram. Look what happened.
Okay. So you're more
That's
like the
the
cramming type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's
yeah,
such
he loves to
adrenaline
do
rush.
cramming.
Like there's
But I
an
think
explained procrastination, the benefits of procrastination,
Okay. All
wonders
right.
of
or you're
procrastination.
just he's trying to justify it. He's trying to justify it.
Yeah.
No, it's real. It's real.
But
Yeah.
I think in general, I think in general, women are really more studious than men, right? In
She has
general,
more
right?
Yeah,
stationery than
I
me.
kind of agree with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Because I've been a
Yeah.
teacher for a long time. I taught high schoolers. Yeah, I can really say that for a fact. Women are more
Exactly.
studious than men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack, I
Like
guess
commandos.
Why do you
I
think
guess
so? Why do you think so?
we'll talk about that later. That's interesting. Yeah, but let's go first
Yeah.
into the let's go first into the motivation. Why do you guys have to take the IELTS? Sige, Jack, you can go ahead.
Hmm.
Why do you need to take the IELTS?
I see it as like a gateway or like your bridge to an untapped
Mm-hmm.
venture where opportunities are there. As what they're advertising, it is true.
Mm-hmm.
I've read some of the requirements of certain skilled workers and employment that that they're posting. IELTS is almost 80% required on all credentials.
Oh, I
Then,
see.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there was a time that my wife and I had to sit down and
Hmm.
think, is our earnings enough to sustain? While it is enough to sustain, but what about the future?
Okay.
Diba?
When was this, Jack,
So,
when you had this
sorry,
serious talk? Was this like
uh,
last year?
quarter
Pandemic
of
time?
2019, quarter four of 2019.
Oh, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm.
At the dawn of 2019 and 20 when they are about to change the year.
Yeah, I see.
And yeah, chances are there were people or Chinese friend particularly had this influence over her to
Okay.
rekindle the nursing inside of our hearts. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
when she asked me, I'll just say yes, why not? Although I didn't take it seriously because
Oh,
I'm more focused on my current role. When I
you're
saw when
saying
I
that
s-
it was
hmm?
Finey who actually initiated this whole thing.
Yes,
Okay.
initially I just said yes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yes, let's go. But then take it to heart because again, I'm really focused on my role. I was
Yeah.
just
Right.
newly promoted back then, and I can't really
Mm-hmm.
veer my attention away from something else
Mm-hmm.
because if I do that, a lot of people depend on me
Right. Right. Right.
in such
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Because back
So
then I'm managing multiple sites, three
right.
sites.
Yeah. And yeah, you're doing really well in the BPO, as you've been telling me. So what
Mm.
convinced you? Was it the
Oh,
future or what?
it is mostly the future,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean how much nurses are earning, and of course, the travel that you're predisposed to. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, Pinoys or Filipinos love to travel, and of course, all the more that if you're paid for a profession that puts you on a plane bound to that destination of your dreams. I
Yeah.
mean, go get it. Go get
Yeah.
it.
Okay. All right. Was it a hard decision on your part or was it easy?
If I rate it from 1 to 10, it's
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around 5 and 6.
Okay. That's
Because
in
I know
favor
it
of leaving.
in favor of leaving
Okay.
because
Mm-hmm.
not only I'm risking my tenure, I'm about to be 10 years, and they're giving away 1 million
Oh
in
my
my
God.
company
For a
for 10
decade's
years. Yeah,
for a decade's
but that
tenure. Yeah.
yeah, but that depends on your contribution. So a lot of
Mm.
calculations in place. But when I did mine, when I saw my calculations, 1M, it's really a
Oh
hefty
wow.
price to pay if I
Oh
leave. But
wow.
all of
Yeah.
that has been set aside because this is the chance that you've been waiting for. If you realize it, you
Yeah.
realize it. This is
Yeah.
something that you don't really take it to heart initially, but when you see people starting to share what they have accomplished in a little like 2 years in that country,
Oh well.
that will really entice anyone
Right. Right. Okay.
to come up with a game plan. So it
I
wasn't
see.
easy because I know I
Mm-hmm.
have to dedicate time to study, time for family, time for personal, and time for work.
Mm-hmm.
But good thing, no. When we started to study for Ielts, which we
Mm-hmm.
enrolled to a popular review firm that I'm not
I
gonna
love this
name.
story.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna name,
So
but
when
I
did it
slightly
start?
regret paying.
When was this, Jack? Around when? Middle of 2020.
January 2020.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like the following month, you began the year with
Yes.
the review right away. Okay.
Yes. I even had a journal. It's in my brown notebook. Like it's a letter written to my daughter. Like, hi Jai, it's first day of the year,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
writing to you just to put a bookmark on our lives that we're taking a huge step towards the future. So
Hmm.
categorically, I didn't really describe what's happening, but I'm giving Jaira a clue once she knows how to read na.
Oh my
So imagine
God.
that. So it
Okay.
went on until February. I keep on writing to Jaira until February because when it hits the month of March, you know how crazy it went, right?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
there.
Right. Right. That's when COVID started. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Like we're just digesting all these words from Jack, guys. I'm writing all of some of them down.
It's good that you can write that fast. If I write that fast, again, it's like chicken feet. It's like written by a chicken.
Confused. Okay,
Yeah.
next, I'm going to Lian. Lian, what was the motivation for taking the IELTS? Big decision, Lian.
I'm sorry, sir.
What was the motivation for you taking the IELTS? Why did you want to do this?
Well, basically, just you know, just I want to move to another country for
Hmm.
employment purposes, basically, and
Hmm.
migration purposes as well. It's it's really hard to make. life changing decisions, it's
Mhm.
it's really daunting because you could really see that the seismic change it could do to your life, and it could really move your family tree. So
Mhm.
when I started reviewing for IELTS, I'm quite nervous actually
Mhm.
because I think it's when you're putting everything in your head, so you will really think that it's quite daunting.
Mhm.
But not only doing this for myself, but also for my family, as I've said.
Okay.
And
When was
well,
this
no,
then?
I'm a sorry, I'm
When
sorry
was
about
this
that.
decision made? When did you like when did you have the firm conviction that yes, I'm gonna do this? This is gonna happen already. When was
Since,
this?
since I was born, basically,
Oh,
because
what about the
you know,
IELTS?
we're,
When did
yeah,
that
because
conviction?
Filipinos,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, as as a Filipino, we were mind conditioned by our parents that you
Mm-hmm.
really need to move to another country. So since I was
Okay.
born, and considering that I am the oldest, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
everything, the burden is on my shoulder. So,
Yeah, but
so
you
yeah,
mentioned.
yeah,
Mhm.
parents are really counting on me to because life
Mhm.
is difficult. So
Yeah.
the yeah, since I was a child, really the intention is to move to another country. So
Mhm.
they were the one deciding what degree I should take. I didn't have any choice, but it's okay. I mean, I think I was born obedient in some sense, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, but you mentioned it's been 5 years that you've been in Riyadh. So why didn't you do this earlier?
Ah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, oh my God, my life is really like a soap opera, So
Okay.
I got pregnant unexpectedly with my firstborn while
Mhm.
I was studying. So I have to stop because as a nursing student, it's not really allowed for nurses, for
Mhm.
student nurses, to be exposed in a hospital.
Mhm.
And if you're pregnant. So
Mhm.
I was on my third year, like I'm almost there, that. So my parents are really disappointed because I got pregnant. And then I have to stop for a year. And then
Mhm.
when my parents decided to, they really give me a hard time. They really give me a hard time. You're just gonna stay where you are. They're like, you're not gonna go anywhere. You will just be a plain housewife. So
Oh.
after a year, my parents decided to send me back to nursing school. But unfortunately, we have this new nursing curriculum
Mhm.
because of the 2007 leakage exam.
Right, right,
I'm
right.
supposed
Yeah.
to, I'm supposed to, I'm
Yeah.
supposedly batch 2008. So, but because of the leakage during the licensure exam 2007, so they revised the curriculum, and then I
Mhm.
have to repeat again, like back to zero, start from the scratch. So I need to go
What?
back to my, yeah, seriously.
Mhm.
I went back to first year. And then so I took the course for 4 years. Then I was
Mhm.
able to finish. But during my senior year, I got pregnant again. So my parents thought that I wouldn't be able to
Oh my
graduate.
God. Okay.
But I know, right? He got me, and I was there. So what are we gonna do? So when I got pregnant, I was in my senior year. I got pregnant. But luckily, my dean is very understanding. So what he did is just he just moved me or give me hospital assignments where I wouldn't be at a higher risk for
Mm-hmm.
contracting any communicable diseases that would affect my pregnancy. So I was able to
Mm-hmm.
graduate. That
Okay.
was year 13. So I got two
Mm.
kids already. And then since I already got two kids, I need to take care of them. So I'm really a hands-on mom. I'm really a hands-on mom. So for about 10 years,
Oh,
really plain
really?
house 10 years. Yeah, just plain housewife,
Oh my
hands-on my
God.
kids.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 years. And then my dean, my previous dean of the College of Nursing,
Yeah,
she contacted me
she did.
2016, and then she told me that they need nurses here. Even though you don't have experience, I can, you know, I can do my thing to help you. So
Yeah.
I got here as a newbie without any clinical experience at all, without a license even. I'm not yet licensed nurse then.
Oh my
So
God.
I took
Mm.
my licensure exam. When I got here, I took my licensure exam here. So like I'm literally burning candles on both ends. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working and I'm studying. So it's really hard because I'm working the hours, 12 hours a day
Mm-hmm.
without the, so it's really hard. But if you really want something, you want it bad enough,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna get it.
I
And
see.
I passed the licensure 2017. So I'm
Mm.
already registered. I was very happy. So it's
Okay.
like one step up on the ladder. And
Mm.
I'm already abroad, but obviously this is not the dream place for my parents. They want me to go to the US. So
Oh, okay.
moved to 2018. Well,
Mm-hmm.
by the year 2017, me and my late partner we broke up, and I don't want
Okay.
to elaborate on that more.
Yeah.
I I invoke my right to privacy. So yeah, so 2017, so we broke up. But the year 2018,
Mm-hmm.
he died, and I
What?
don't want to give more information on that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
year 2018, he died. I don't want to elaborate on that. It's very controversial. So
Mm-hmm.
2019, my mom died. It's like 5 months apart.
Oh, yeah.
That's really, really depressing for me. Like really, it took a toll on my psychological
You
well-being.
were in Riyadh at this time already.
2018, I was working with a VVIP patient. So
Mm-hmm.
we're able to travel for work. So I was in Spain 2018 when
Mm-hmm.
my late partner died. And then my mom died 2019. I was already in Riyadh. I just stayed 3 months in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So when my mom died, that's when I took an emergency bereavement leave, but all
Mm-hmm.
together with my annual leave. So yeah, I stayed for like almost 2 months in the
Okay.
Philippines. I
Mm-hmm.
am actually already processing my US application then
Okay.
because yeah, but when my mom, it's like everything has, my world like literally crumbled. So it's
Yeah.
really a what moment for me. So it's like I don't have any energy at all. I don't want to I don't want to do anything with my life anymore because my mom is really my strength. Like I'm doing all of this for my mom. But when
Mm-hmm.
she died, like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna throw that away, those dreams. I'm
Yeah.
okay here with Saudi. But when I finally gained again my confidence, so I was like, I'm a lone parent. I need to provide for my kids. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why when I hit back again and I tried reviewing for the IELTS. But actually, when I initially
Where
during
did you
my
start
first time
reviewing?
to contact
Yeah.
you, I'm still depressed during that time. I was in France. Yeah, traveling
Okay.
for work. I was in
So you
France. I'm still
started with
depressed.
me.
I'm sorry.
You started with me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
All right.
You first. Something
Okay.
like that.
All right.
Yeah,
So I'm the first. Yes.
like no, no. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm kidding. Um, Lots of nurses are mentioning your name
Oh,
on
okay.
on
Ian,
some.
one more question. One more question. So apparently, Band 8 people already have the English to begin with. So where did you pick this up? Was this a home thing or was it schooling? Where did it come from? I mean, all of
Um,
these, like you talked about daunting, a seismic change, burning candles, a step up the ladder, invoking my privacy, the bereavement leave. Where
yeah,
all this come from? Was this from schooling, from reading?
partly yes, partly. I'm a
Mm,
bookworm. I'm a
okay,
bookworm, and
okay.
I read a lot of articles, regardless of the content. I would read everything, but
Hmm.
minimum 5 articles a day. But I couldn't really do that because my work is really demanding right now. So
Hmm.
when I couldn't really
So, like
think of
when you were younger, you were already an avid reader. Is that
yeah,
right?
my eyes are blurry.
Uh-huh.
The blurry. I'm just not wearing eyeglasses, because I prefer to wear contact lenses because
Hmm.
less hassle. It's hassle free because if you're wearing eyeglasses, when it's really difficult to move when you're lifting patients, you're doing stuff at work.
Mm,
But
okay. Yeah, but
I
what
think
about your parents? Did they actually like did they create a culture of reading for you at home or was it all on your own volition?
well, as I've said, I'm the oldest. Like I need to set a good example with my siblings.
Mm, okay. I
I need to
see.
be I need to be studious. I'm really that academically competitive. Really,
Okay.
competing with myself. Like I
Guys,
I need I
yeah,
need to be a an achiever always.
right. I mean, these people, they're just throwing the vocabs. Academically competitive, needs to set a good example, physically demanding. Wow. You know, wow,
So
I'm just
my
digesting all of
past,
these words. Yeah.
well, uh, I mean, Jack already has the good foundation because they speak really good English at home, but not with my
Yeah.
family. When I
Okay.
started working here, I don't speak like this actually, but working with VVIP clients,
Mm.
so they have Caucasian nurses as well. So
Oh,
I
I
need to
see.
speak the way they, yeah, I need to speak the way they speak. Otherwise, it will, it would take
Okay.
us, during the handover, the endorsement of medications, of all the stuff that happened to our patients. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really talk like this before, but it's just that you need to adapt. You need to adapt to your surroundings.
Okay.
Don't
These are the people
don't
who should have their own vlogs. I'm gonna go over to Jack and ask Jack the same question.
What's
Jack, where did
up?
all that English come from? Like, was it from your childhood, or
Uh,
was it at work or at school?
if I tell you if it came from my childhood, it'd be a lie because all I did
Hmm.
back in the day was watch Batibot. I doubt that they say anything in English or teach
Yeah, I
anything in
doubt that.
English. Not
Okay.
even in my school nor in my academic years. Because I remember I only had like a 3 in English when I was in college. Shame.
Oh, really? College, all the way college.
Yes, all the way.
Okay.
And my English teacher back in high school hates me so much because I don't follow the English only policy that she imposes every now and then when it was the high
Hmm.
school years. I learned to speak
Hmm.
this way because my job demands for it. Um,
Oh, as late as when you were working already.
yes, not as
Okay.
good when if I compare it now.
Hmm.
Not really. I think I'd score over like a 2/10.
Hmm.
The recruiter even had to vouch for me because they saw the heart that I really want to work.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But the business lead didn't want to take me back then. But essentially, they took me in,
Mm-hmm.
and got a lot of complaints in my customer interactions because they can't understand my accent. It's so thick. My English grammar
Oh,
construct and syntax is all over the place. You can't even comprehend simple SVAs or subject verb agreement.
oh my
It's
God.
really that bad. But there was a time that I really need to improve. So I rethink of what really uses my time.
Mm-hmm.
I really consume a lot of time watching DVDs. Back then, it was House, MD, Grey's
Mm.
Anatomy for just one season, Heroes, Prison Break. If you know this, all of these are
Oh my God.
in English.
Okay. So
Yes,
you followed all of these series.
yes, I did, and
Mm-hmm.
I followed how the way they speak, especially with subtitles, and how the lips move, how their lips move, and imitate it in front of the mirror. As ridiculous it would sound to anyone, to
Mm-hmm.
everyone here, I did that because it is
Mm-hmm.
a requirement. I mean, if
So
you
you
can't
mean
really
you wanted to
Mhm.
sound more American? It was part of
Neutral in a
the
way, neutral
unusual.
in a
Okay.
way,
All
yes.
right. Okay.
So you can't tell even if I'm a local or a foreign,
All
um,
right. Okay.
whatever reason. But
That was
best
important in the job.
yeah, best goal is to be neutral,
Mm-hmm.
so they can't really tell where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went on in years. There was an opening to be a trainer. Of course, the
Oh,
primary language of a trainer is English, and you have to impose English always. And that further helped me because
Mm-hmm.
I received coaching. And then when I move up another level, I frequently discuss performance to foreign nationals, be it American, excuse me, okay,
Yeah,
we
that's
love and
Be it
mm.
American, be it Indians who are really good in English. They have this
Oh, really?
natural British accent, if you ask me.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Okay.
you have to converse in that kind of degree for you guys to force your ideas, get their buy-ins, propose something, and explain what happened. Of course, again, it's how the job demands for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's essentially what made me into this kind of degree in speaking.
So we
Even
really
if
have your job to thank for
oh
allowing you to
yes,
arrive at
Whew.
this.
Yes, not
Okay.
only it sustained me for a living, but of
Yeah.
course it helped me get a great command of the language.
Okay. Get a great command, converse, impose English, consume time,
he
vouch
is
for
really
me.
scribbling everything.
Yeah. You know, I'm just digesting all these words. Hefty, essentially. So, Jack, there is hope for the late bloomer. That's what you're saying. I mean,
Of course,
all the while,
of
I thought that
course.
to score at this level, you need to have you need to have had this since you were young. But apparently, in your
Mm,
case, you were really far older. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. If I took IELTS 13 years ago, I'd get a band
Oh,
zero.
Oh my god!
I don't
Maybe
believe that would be
on
possible.
yourself.
It's just
Okay.
that, like to your point, sir, if you
Mm-hmm.
feel that you don't have this kind of prowess on the language, don't
Prowess.
get yourself pressure. Don't pressure yourself. Just think that the people that you see that they speak so great, there is a history. Like me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a decade of speaking English really helped me.
Mm-hmm.
So find your own pace, but of course in moderation. If you want to take IELTS in 10 years, why not? But if you want to
Okay.
if you want to be better in speaking English, practice.
Mm-hmm.
Speak English like your life depends on it.
Uh-huh. So in your case, it was through TV series. Not
Oh
really
yes,
reading. So
yes,
subtitles on, being
yes,
very conscious of all the vocabularies.
yes, yes.
Oh, I see.
Then I have good communication trainers that are friends of mine because in our
Mm-hmm.
business there's communication trainers, there's process trainers, and
Mm-hmm.
um, I get coaching. So even if every time I say something that is error or something that is incorrect in terms of syntax, construction, something
Mm-hmm.
like those, they just call me out. Hey, that's wrong. What did I do? You use double
Oh,
past tense or something like that. But we do it casually, enough to sound like it's a
oh,
friendly coaching, not to sound, didn't get that feeling of being offensive at all, because
oh. This was like
it
a
came out
culture at
naturally.
work. It was like a culture at
Yes,
work.
it's a culture at
Oh,
work, and we call it you got aced because
ace.
it's a
Okay.
brand of their sector, advanced communication enhancement. So that's how good they are. If you see that I'm good, oh my gosh, you have to wait how they speak.
Oh my God. Okay.
Like the Cooper levels of eloquence. Promise.
What level again?
Cooper level of eloquence. The reporter in CNN.
Oh, Anderson Cooper, you mean? I
Yes,
see.
yes.
Okay. Eloquence. Oh my God. Jack, curiously, have you asked permission already? I'm sure you have by this time. They're aware
To
that you're leaving.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I told them.
Mhm.
Well, it was a process. Of course, it's really hard for me to come forward because honestly, the job again has sustained me for quite some time, really a
Mhm.
while. And I've grown so much, and I have a lot of friends, and I'm really grateful of my
Yeah.
director, my managers. It's really
Mhm.
hard to explain, not really explain, but to say the intent. But overall, they were happy. But they're just a bit sad because
Yeah.
they tell me I'm such a character. Even in meetings, I'm such a character.
You are. Yeah, you are. You are. Yeah.
I'm such a character in meetings. I don't know what they meant about it, but I
Mm.
sure hope something positive.
Yeah.
And then at this
It's another
moment,
way of saying you're a great guy.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
uh, at this moment, they're onboarding the new person who's going to take
Mhm.
over.
Mhm.
Everything is going well. I designed the onboarding plan. Everyone got their sign off, or I got the sign off of directors. All I need to do is just conduct the sessions to seamlessly transition the role.
Okay. Seamlessly transition the role. Okay. Thanks, Jack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seamlessly transition, seamlessly converse in the language. Lian,
Easy.
okay, yeah, easy. All right, Lian, tell me about your overall IELTS experience. Okay, I think I'm gonna get an idea of what you're gonna answer because like there was a time you told me that you used to be happy before you took the IELTS.
Her
So,
video is frozen.
Lian, can we see you?
I don't know what happened to my camera.
Okay. All right, I think you have to. There
There.
you go.
Difficulty.
Okay, tell me about the overall IELTS experience. Like everybody seems to say it's traumatic. So was it the same in your case?
Mixed emotions, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna talk about the result,
Mm.
I guess yeah, got a little bit sad because I didn't hit the required band score for the country that I'm eyeing for.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're going to talk about we're going to talk about the exam per se, um, it's interesting. It's I think it's interesting apart from interesting. What kind of explanation? Like I couldn't find the right words. Couldn't find the
Okay.
right words to explain it, but it's And probably an adrenaline rush, probably because as I've said
Okay.
earlier, I am an very competitive when it comes to academics.
Yeah.
So I find it very challenging. So I
Yeah.
so so
Uh-huh.
really me.
Uh-huh. But your scores are really impressive. It's even far more than you need for the US, for example, right? So, have you already talked to Sir Ryan? Or I did tell Sir Ryan about you. I think we should get the process as soon as we can, right?
I've already did sent
Mm-hmm.
my my results to he replied. He said he acknowledged that he received the the
Mm-hmm.
results of the exam.
Yeah.
So you know what's gonna happen next.
Okay, we're gonna follow up on that. Lian, I know
Uh,
for a fact that you studied really hard. So you would send all of these attachments to the group chats. So is that who you are? Like you went to the extent of befriending nationals, native speakers.
not
That's who you
really
are. Yeah.
not really befriending them, but
Hmm.
I'm on a dating app as well. So I'm
Okay.
swi-
So
I'm swiping. I would only swipe Caucasians or English speaking. So I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
so you weren't
So,
kidding when you were talking about swipe right. So you actually tried to
like,
get to know.
I'm on a dating app, Tinder,
Hmm.
just Tinder. So
Sir, I
Okay.
have a question towards Leanne,
Yeah.
if you don't
yeah,
mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's investigate this part. She
Yeah,
opened
can you cut the
a
recording?
chapter.
I'm going to go beyond borders here. So,
No,
just
let's
kidding.
have
But
it on the recording.
have you dated anyone?
yeah, of
Have
course,
you?
Okay.
yeah,
So my
yeah.
next question is pretty much provoking. So I'm gonna pause for a moment. I'm just gonna let it slide.
I'm like,
Wait.
okay,
The reason why you went into the dating app is because you wanted to improve your English, of course, right?
that's one of the purpose. So
Okay.
The
apparently,
other purpose is
that's one of the purpose. Apparently, I'm a user, so I'm sorry.
Okay. So, what kind of Caucasians did you go for? British, American, Australian?
American. There are Brits here. There are
Hmm.
Brits. There are Americans as well. So could you
Okay.
just stop asking about my love life and dating life? Could you just proceed to another question?
It was you brought it up, so I just
Not really.
I just kind of read
Really.
that chapter that you opened. Yeah.
Really,
Uh,
yeah. That's one of the ways. Apparently not the usual way that everyone is expecting,
yeah.
but not bad at all to try.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, I went on a dating app. So I'm not gonna swipe you if you are an Arab and you couldn't speak good English. I'm sorry. I have my standards. I'm sorry about that. I don't need to explain myself. It's not that I'm not being racist here, but it's just that I have standards, and it's a matter of preference, really. So,
Okay.
well,
Uh-huh.
didn't really encounter
to put it
A lot of
simply,
Caucasian nurses.
it's your cup of tea. Depends on what tea.
Okay. I can be either
As
coffee
the
or
idiom
tea.
goes, it's your cup of tea. Okay. Lian, are you open therefore to having a long-term relationship with foreigners?
Why are
No,
you asking me such personal questions? I
it
just go
just it
straight
just
to
hit me.
privacy.
Okay.
I want to keep my I want to keep my dating life and my love life personal. I want to keep
No,
it to myself.
it's gonna
I'm just
keep the listener engaged. I just want to ask
that's
the questions they want to ask.
that's least on the list. That's least on the list. Not really my priority right now. But I
Mm,
do
okay.
dating for the sake of so they would communicate with me. So during
Okay.
the pandemic, I got a really interesting story about my dating my dating life during the
Yeah.
pandemic, in the month April 2020. So Tinder offered a free passport mode. So
Uh-huh.
this passport mode means you can swipe all over the world. Because if you
Okay.
are on a passport mode, if you are not on a passport mode, you can only swipe people within your reach,
Okay.
within a certain distance. So,
Mhm.
so
It's like a
because
swiping frenzy.
yeah, I'm really friendly though. So, so I tried to hop into one place to another. I choose USA. I choose
Uh-huh.
London. I choose England. So I was able to swipe. Really, I was able to swipe a guy.
Uh-huh.
He a Cambridge graduate. He's a Cambridge graduate. Really, he is
Oh
on
wow.
on his Tinder bio. He put in there, "I am a cultured mathematician, PhD in math."
Oh
Really, and
wow. Yeah.
writer. He's also a writer. So I I know it really it 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 takes me beyond looks to to interest me.
Uh-huh.
Like you really have to be more than meets the eye because I'm not gonna talk to people. So if you're such a dumbass, go away. Just get out of my
Okay.
seriously. I'm not gonna waste my time on this.
You have your
So
standards. Are
yeah,
you still talking with this guy?
no, because I think men are really different. They prefer someone who's just within their reach. So he
Okay.
just told me. I think the last message he told me is like, just just think that I'm always thinking of you, even though I'm not communicating with you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's so cliche.
Uh,
Okay.
um, heard
Liam,
it before.
any interesting
One guy I'm
memories?
communicating with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's working in the military, and yeah, he is a engineering graduate because he studied in the military academy, U.S. military academy. So yeah, he's an engineering graduate. I don't know what major, but he put on also on his Tinder bio
Uh-huh.
that he is a masters of science in engineering or something.
Oh
If
my
you're not
God.
gonna put educational attainment on your Tinder bio, I'm not gonna swipe right on you.
Okay. Okay.
Really, I I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I just prefer to set the bars
Uh-huh.
high. We all deserve
Okay.
that. Really.
I want to go into your IELTS experience, but I want to go into Jack first. So
I,
Jack, like, just an overall impressions of
Mm.
the entire process, like from
Uh,
reviewing to finally conquering it. How did it feel? Life changing
uh,
or?
when you say it's life changing, I think that's overrated because it is really
Mm,
like an understatement. When you say IELTS, it's
it's
going
an
to change your life.
understatement. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, of course, the preparation is something not of a joke because you have to have the time, the preparations,
Mm,
the patience, of course, the monetary aspect of it. You have to pay a fee to take the exam, especially the exam day.
mm.
The registration on a paper base, it took like an hour and a half before we can finally take the exam, as opposed to the computer base, which only lasted for like 30 minutes wait time, not including the if you arrive in the area a bit early. So yes,
Wow.
when you speak of the entire experience, it's a mixed sensation between the pressure, another pressure, and another test of patience,
Mm,
because when you're in the actual exam, you have to think that
mm,
all the question matters because uh, it depends on the band. If you have the band preference or a band threshold that you wanted to achieve, based on
Mm-hmm.
your destination, that's an added pressure because you can't afford to make a mistake. Because I think if you made a mistake, that can skew your numbers into something that you really wish you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to me in my first. But when I took it the second time, just prepared a little extra on the practice session. Yes, and
On
have
reading
some
in
references.
particular, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Have some references ready. So those are those are the things I can share. My thoughts around the preparation and the entire IELTS process.
So all this time you were working hard on reviewing for the IELTS, and then there was the pressures of work and
Yeah.
all that, right?
Yes. And the anticipation of your scores, of course, it
Mm-hmm.
will render you sleepless.
Mm, oh my
But
gosh.
I diverted myself
Mm-hmm.
to other stuff just to get the days gone and waited for that actual email. So when I
Mm-hmm.
got the result, I'm so happy. I mean,
Yeah.
finally, I will not pay another 11K.
Yeah. 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 You work hard on your reading. You really
Yeah.
work hard on his reading. Um.
Mm,
What's
You
your
were talking about registration for the paper base. Like this
mm.
is like the exam where there were like a
Exam day.
hundred of you, a hundred of you
Mm.
join you, right?
Yes, like we're in a hallway
Yeah.
or
It's
like
gonna.
an auditorium, like
Yeah. Like
purpose hall.
just an hour and a half just to register, fall in line for all those
Yeah,
pictures.
take your pictures,
Yeah. Yeah.
stand in line, get yourself verified.
Yeah.
So all my thoughts are you really can't cheat in this exam. Imagine
Mhm.
the validation it goes in each phases of the test.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
validate your identity as if you stand for 20 minutes and change your clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get it. But you know, if that's your security preference, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about your IELTS exam. Your second was the computer delivered. Just some general memories that what comes to mind.
It was fun because
Mm-hmm.
of course part of the close group, first close group, and then
Yeah,
I get to make friends around the groupers. I have
but that
Jam,
was a solid
Seti.
group, right? Yeah.
Oh yes, Seti
Mm-hmm.
Joe, Kath. So it's kind of excited because I get to see them personally. By the day of the
Yeah,
exam,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
get
That was
to
exciting, right?
spend
Yeah,
yeah, we get to
yeah,
spend
yeah,
time coffee after.
yeah.
And then by the time exam, oh my gosh, your heart is pounding like Thor is beating in his hammer against the anvil. Seriously, parang I feel that am I gonna retake it? Oh no, just let's do
Uh huh.
this and
Uh huh.
um take this head on. Bull by its
But
horns.
take the bull by its horns. Yeah.
Yes.
How did you feel like after that reading test, that critical test? You felt that you had it in the bag?
Mm,
No, no, no.
to be
Or,
honest,
yeah.
because after the exam,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I did what I can, and there are five items
Okay.
that I we when you say here in our country, you say shotgun. You shotgun your answers. You fire the trigger.
Okay.
Shotgun is like shells, right, with bullets with shrapnels. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily get the target, but it's widespread. So that's what I did. Shotgun for five
Uh-huh.
items. Those and it's unfortunate that it's a true false not given. That I
Okay.
parked for like when I saw it. I'm gonna take you later. But when I realized the time is really running out,
Okay.
shotgun this. Which one of this makes sense? Sorry, make my correction. I'm gonna make a correction. It's a sentence completion. So
Okay.
logically, logically, you can make sense of how it can be completed as long as it makes sense. But those five items doesn't make sense even if I
Oh yeah,
isolate,
I heard
deduct.
about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I mean, I just threw it out there. Wild ball, five items for and then I just whatever. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
after the
yeah.
exam, let's just have coffee and have fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my
Let's go
God.
right
It
now.
was like it was like like a climactic movie. You really don't know what's going to come out of it, right?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
The
Okay.
writing piece,
Yeah.
quite honestly, because I know how to write based on your lectures,
Yeah.
didn't get
Yeah.
me that pressure. Didn't give me that pressure because I'm just really waiting for it. Come on, give me the writing exam.
I see. I
I'm gonna
see.
hand it over. I'm gonna hand it
Yeah.
over. I'm just gonna get done with it. So
Right.
when I got it, okay, all right, I got 3 points, and then I was when I'm looking at the prompt, I'm just constructing the bullets mentally, and then pause
Just in
for
your
like,
head.
yeah, pause for a good 5 minutes, and then all right, let's
Uh,
do this. Chak, 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 chak. So you
yeah. Yeah.
can you just type viciously, and then just edit what I can edit,
Yeah.
and then I look at it. It's pretty long enough. I think this is okay. I think my arguments are posted. I think this is fair. So there.
Okay. It's easier in
I
the
think.
computer delivered.
Oh yes, yes.
Far
I really
easier.
regretted taking paper, honestly, because when I
Okay.
took, I've been telling you for quite some time now, over and over that when it was my exam during my paper base, I
Uh-huh.
hate it because my handwriting is really not good. But I still
Uh-huh.
made the score that I want, 6.5 first. Then and then I think honestly, what pulled my rating scores down is the
Mm.
test one. We've
Oh,
paid so
okay.
much attention in task two, but the
Yeah.
Mm.
task one is mostly, sorry for the use, mostly neglected by all because they
Yeah.
thought that it's just graph. You just want to write some interpretation of it, but there are
Yeah.
key bullets or key items that you really need to, you know,
Yeah.
cover when you're writing. And
Uh-huh.
honestly, my task two, I think I did fair.
Oh, you did.
But
Must
for
have been a task one
task
then.
one, hmm, it's subpar. I could have done better. I could have remembered your video about it. But what I did is just interpret what's the trend,
Mm.
what's this downwards, and all I was thinking na, well, anyway, I'm just gonna combine my scores if this doesn't make it. Anyway, my writing task two is stellar. I feel, but
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. Let's do this. So yeah,
Mm.
I got the score that is
Yeah.
acceptable.
Jack, there's something wrong with that batch. Like a lot of the writing scores were quite suspicious, even the speaking
Really?
scores. Yeah, but the thing is, nobody could really get a remark except for Kent Young, because everybody
Did,
else failed in the reading. So that was the big bummer about that batch. Like, but I was really sure that there was something wrong with the speaking, scoring, something's wrong with the writing, scoring.
really?
And yeah, but it was only Kent who was able to really validate this suspicion of mine. Yeah. So I
Did she
mean,
get her? Did Kent get his score remarked?
he got his scores back. He got his band seven in speaking, and he got his band seven in writing. Can you imagine that?
Oh.
Like his
And
speaking
you
was
have
at
to pay a fee, no? You have to pay a fee for
yeah, he
remark.
had to pay like 4,000, but he was really determined to get a remark. But the thing with Kent is that he hurdled the reading test, so that was really the signal for him that yes, it's possible to get the remark, and I'm gonna go for it. So he paid 4,000, he got it back. There.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
instead of paying 11K, I'd take 4K.
Yeah. 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 With a chance for a remark.
Could have been. Could have
Right.
been. But my
Yeah.
overall
Yeah.
average was improved from 7 flat to 7.5. I mean, I'd take that. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's a celebration for me. I mean, it's
Yeah.
finally over.
Right. 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 Yeah. And talking about the remark, this was the experience of Lian, right? So, Lian, I think it really was a task one in your case, right? Similar to what Jack mentioned.
I don't know, but I wasn't able to finish my task one.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm really on limbo right now. But I've done with
Mm-hmm.
my, so yeah, done, still the same. But it's just
Okay.
really suspicious that you would want to question the credibility of the organization because I requested for a remark on 4 subtests.
Yeah.
So in a matter of 9 days, like a
Mm-hmm.
week, days, I've already got my remark. When in fact other students, other examinees like Princess Chet and
Yeah.
Sterling, they only requested for a writing remark, and it took them 2 weeks. With Sizer Lynch, it took her 2 weeks to get the remark results. With
Mm-hmm.
took her 21 days, I think, before
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
answer
Yeah. Yeah.
clear came out. So I am like, what are you guys doing? Are you just staring at the ceiling, counting on the lizard, or counting on a scale of 1 to 9? What kind of score am I gonna give to this girl? Like I'm I was like, it's really frustrating, to be honest. So
Yeah.
so I've had my read. So it's like I'm at the end of the road.
Right.
I
Right.
don't
Right.
have more, but I think I made an appeal. So we shall see how it
Oh,
goes.
you
I
did.
yeah, I've made an appeal. So
Oh my God.
what's gonna happen is that I think this is something new. I'm not really. I just
Yeah. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I made an appeal. So what's gonna happen is that my exam will be sent to the Cambridge University. They will be the one to
Oh
check
my
if
God.
they will. They will be the ones
Oh
to
shit.
see. It doesn't really involve the remarking again or the reevaluation of the exam, but they could actually consider another remarking. But what's gonna happen is that they are gonna check the process, the whole process of the reevaluation, if they really did follow the rules of reevaluating. It's like what really, sometimes you're gonna think that there is really something in the waters because in
Yeah.
just 9 days, I've already got my results. Did you really guys read my essay?
I
Or
see.
am I being too
Muslim Musliman.
on
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
am really, but I just want to be an inspiration to other students that you don't
right.
lose hope. Don't lose hope. Like see Jack Manalo. Like look at me. We are all fluent in English, but we also failed. So
Yeah.
it's it's not your failure that really defines you. So just keep on going. So you
Yeah.
know
That's
what I
so
mean?
nice to say, right? Yeah.
Yeah, really. I really want to be an inspiration to motivate them that, it's not the end of the world if you
Uh huh.
fail. Just really suspicious. I'm gonna tell you more about that. So keep subscribing to my channel. I'll keep you abreast about the appeals. So
Oh my God. Yeah. Let's
we
see. Let's
shall
see.
see really because the
Uh,
Cambridge will be the one to assess. So
oh wow.
they couldn't really promise that there will be another remarking, but they will check on the whole process because it's really
Okay.
suspicious. Like Sizerlin only requested for a remark on her writing. It took her 2 weeks. And I'm like, just 9 days? They're
Uh
like, are
huh.
you being here? Don't you even realize that these people are real people and there are lots of people that are depending on them? And that this exam could really change not only their lives but the lives of their family.
Right.
They're
Right.
just looking at, they don't really care how pivotal it is, the effect of this. It's just
Did
really
you
frustrating, to be honest.
did you need
Really,
to
really.
pay for this appeal that you made?
I think there is a fee, but I'm actually waiting for the email from the British Council Saudi Arabia. So I initially made a mistake because I firstly I sent an email to British Council UK UK. So
Okay.
they
Yeah.
replied and they told me that um you need to make an appeal on which
Leon, we're losing you. We're kind of losing Leon. Okay. So while we're waiting for Leon to be back, just a final question for Jack.
Screenshot,
Ielts
screenshot.
standard, you know.
Lian, you were Lian, you were saying finally, Lian.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, are you back?
Oh, it's my signal. I'm sorry. Well, what are we saying? Where was I?
So you
So
have disappear. How long is it gonna take? This
I don't
appeal of
really
yours.
know. I don't really
Okay.
know, and I don't actually know if I
Uh,
am the first who, But this
oh,
is really exciting, right? It's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
roller
Yeah, this is
coaster ride.
history making because you're gonna be the first ever student of mine. I was never even aware there was such a thing. Yeah,
There is. This
I
I was
see.
like I was wrong when Cambridge will be the one to check. Because, because really, you're going to question in just 9 days. In just
Yeah,
nine
yeah, yeah.
days, I need
Oh.
an explanation. I deserve it. I paid for it. I paid for it. Really.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking
Yeah, a
about
lot of
money
people
here.
are waiting
It's
for this, right?
hard-earned money.
Right, right,
It's
right.
supposed
Yeah.
to be, it's supposed to be given to my family, but I just put all of the money here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
sue them.
Lian, your
No, I'm
scores
just
are
kidding.
your scores are impressive for the US. So I think you should go for that simultaneously. So you're going for the US and you're still going for the UK at the same time, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
because I think it would take time for the
yeah,
US. Let's see. We shall see. But I'm
yeah. Don't
really
worry,
excited.
we're gonna put a
I'm really
word
excited to
into yeah, we're gonna put a word into town nursing and let's see how is that gonna go. Because I'm gonna really vouch for you. I think Jack used that word vouch there. We're really gonna vouch for you. We're gonna say, you gotta get this girl because she's really good.
Yes.
You gotta
She
pay
good in
for her.
swiping.
Yeah,
She good in swiping.
she good in swiping, Caucasians, and like you
Caucasians.
gotta pay for her NCLEX, and you gotta get her to the states as soon
Well,
as
if that
possible. Yeah.
if that makes me a bad bitch, then I'm guilty as charged. I don't.
Beyond reasonable doubt.
Yeah,
No,
I,
Leah. How can that be
I,
bad? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I
just
couldn't.
enjoy your life. Yeah,
I couldn't live with full of regret.
right.
Well, after all, my dad wants me to marry a Caucasian, but I'm not
Oh,
telling
yeah.
him. I swear, I'm not telling him. He's gonna
Okay.
tell me. Like, seriously, he's gonna tell me. I'm not telling him. What? I swear, if you could only imagine.
These two people, they're such characters. So fun to talk to them.
But Lian, which one is which country is the most sweet? Sweet, huh? Sweet.
Yeah, which nationality is the most sweet?
Okay. What define sweetness? I mean,
I
for you,
mean,
it's really subjective.
well,
Sweetness,
the Philippine definition of sweet of
Yeah.
courtship.
Which of them
American,
makes you feel more like a girl?
Yes.
Hmm.
Americans,
American.
Americans are Filipino as well. The
Hmm.
thing with British, the
Hmm.
thing with Brits, oh my God, they're a pain in the ass. So the thing with them is that they,
Excuse me. If you want to take that literally, you can. But you can blip that. Blip that.
no,
You can blip. You can cut it. Not
I
don't release it.
it just takes
So
so
you did
well.
it in the ass?
I mean, literally or figuratively, metaphysically, metaphorically, whatever figure of speech, we can take that.
Rhetorically,
Rhetorically speaking, yeah.
yeah. I mean, they would just keep on telling me, like I think one or two Brits already told me, you're such a trouble. You're such a trouble. They keep on telling me that. I don't really get it. So, yeah, I finally get it. So Google, Google. I don't really get it, honestly. So
Okay.
the Brits, they're kind of reserved, something like that.
Oh, the
If
Brits are
you don't, if
gentlemen.
they
Yeah.
don't, yeah, but
Mm.
okay.
What?
I was thinking of different things. I mean, I
What?
think thing with them is that they couldn't read between the lines. They couldn't read between the lines. You know,
Okay.
they couldn't get the signal.
No,
They
maybe
don't
they're just being respectful.
they don't know what is the red light. They don't know what is a green light. You know,
Okay.
they need to go back to driving school. Seriously. So yeah, but unlike
That
Americans,
explains the pain. That explains the pain.
Okay, read between the lines, everybody.
yeah,
Read the
I
gaps.
said
This is like
before,
the listening test.
are women are really paradoxical, and it's true. And
Mm,
Filipinos are good at reading us, and as well as Americans. Americans really
mm.
persistent, really persistent. Like you're gonna say no. How many times you're gonna say no, but they're not gonna give up. They're not gonna give up.
Okay.
So I told one of the American guys, you know, Americans really such a smooth talker, such a sweet talker. And then
Uh-huh.
not unlike Brits, I told them not unlike the Brits. And then he said, "Oh, that's why they lose during the Revolution War." Okay,
That's why they
okay.
lost the American Revolution. Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh wow, it's so nice to invite
Okay,
these guys
I
for
have another
coffee.
question. How
Yeah.
long is
Why
their
you guys get
patience?
putting me on the spot? Two of you.
How long is their patience? Which one is the longest?
American,
Patience. Longest
American,
patience. With a
Americans.
with a capital P. Patience.
Americans are with Americans really. Americans really. They're like
We are the
Okay.
Filipino.
Americans.
Alright.
Okay.
Filipino.
Different caliber of patience, right? A
Yeah.
rifle kind of
Mhm.
patience.
Americans are
Okay.
like last man standing, like they're not gonna give up. They're not gonna there's no giving up.
This
Like how many times I
let's
said
not
no?
get
How many times I said no?
yeah.
And then they're gonna tell me I'm not really pushy, you know. I'm not really pushy, you know. But they're still gonna message me. You're not pushy to this sense.
They
Okay.
want to they want to conquer Lian of the Philippines. First of his name. First of her name. Queen
Man,
Queen Queen of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Breaker of chains.
breaker of
Christina.
chains, some other dragons. Like
Mother
uh
of group chat.
Interesting, right?
yeah.
You guys
The
I'm
first to
gonna
file
kill
an appeal. First to
First of her
file
appeal. Lian
I'm gonna
Walter Sarmiento, first of her appeal.
this
Queen of
so
Saudi Arabia. The
no the
swiper
British
of left.
guy the
The
British
swiper
guy
of left.
so the British guy told me it is really fun to talk with me. Then he used the word complimentary. So I didn't get that. I have to Google that
Complimentary.
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 So I don't really get that. Really get
Okay,
until now.
let's go into a final question on my end, and then we can get into the questions from the others with a stop recording case. Just laughing at it. Like you are standing in the presence of Leon Walter Sarmiento.
First
Stage
of her appeal.
first of
Swiper of left. Queen of
mother,
Tinder.
the mother of
Mother of chat room.
You're really a British guy.
it's so Game
Complimentary.
of Thrones.
British complimentary. And the Americans told me you have such a big personality. Big personality. All right. I got that.
And then you have a long patience, a very nice patience.
I mean, I,
like You're such a pain in the ass.
Oy, clip it, oy. Don't put it in the recording.
No,
Bad
that's a
branding.
valid idiom. It really means that you're so difficult. Yeah.
But how do you want to take it? Literally or figuratively? I
No,
don't know. Lian,
nobody's
what do you know?
talking figuratively here. We're all rhetorical.
What do you think,
It's
Lian?
putting me on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah, make fun
Sige.
of me. I swear, this conversation is really boring without me.
Right.
First of her appeal. Yeah. That's your Game of Thrones
Told me
name.
the British
So
guy
whenever
told me, "Why is it so appealing?" Okay, don't really.
so
I
when you
don't get
order to
the.
Starbucks,
I don't get the. I'm sorry, Starbucks.
what's your name, ma'am? I'm Lian. Lian, first of her appeal. Queen of the chat room. Swiper of left. The dater of Americans. Pref long patience preferred. Ganon.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Si Khaleesi. Okay. Sige, Jack, any final tips for our listeners, those who are about to go through the travails of Ielts?
Okay. So we have a few.
Right? Like, yeah, climb that
We have
mountain.
a few. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So for those first timers, don't forget to dedicate time for practice and take it seriously. You have to make time.
Mhm.
Of course, that is, setting aside all your distractions. But if you can't help it, use or leverage the gap of your preparation in the test exam. Say, for example, you can't really take away the work that you're immersed into. Say, for example, you're employed. Say,
Yeah.
take 3 months, and that's carefully planned. So, of course, part of your planning is your time management, and then make sure that you have the resources, the materials. It's shared across the group chat, but if you
Mhm.
want, you can message me directly. I can send it through an email, all the materials that we've used before.
Mhm.
And hopefully, when everything is settled, I will continue to pick up the free sessions that I can offer
Mhm.
when everything gets better in here.
Right, right. Yeah. In a matter of months.
Yes.
Nice. Really nice. Jack, can I go back to that? What do you mean when you say leverage the time that you have? So that means like just like
Yeah.
maximizing whatever time you
Yeah,
have.
exactly. Maximizing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time. So if you're scheduled to take the exam 10 days from now, and that's how
Mhm.
you leverage your time, you have no space and time to do something else. You have to focus on your exam. But if you're scheduled to take it 3 months from this day, that
Mhm.
gives you more, let's
Mhm.
say, margin to move around your schedule. So that's what I
Okay.
meant when you leverage your time. So
Okay.
it really depends on your caliber, how you can take multiple tasks that involves your personal life, your work, and of course your obligations to study IELTS.
Okay. I'm just reminded of the breaker of the breaker of swipe left, whatever.
Swiper of left,
The swiper of left.
the breaker of Tinder.
The breaker of Tinder.
Tinder just erupted when Lian joined the group.
I'm no longer on Tinder. Yeah, you had fun, right? You enjoyed.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it. Leon, any
Right?
final tips for the students going through the travails of IELTS?
You know,
Just
uh,
go through it. Yeah, just do it.
I'm not gonna tell them to swipe on Tinder, okay?
uh,
It's gonna give a big distraction. So I think it would, might sound such a cliche, but it's true that
mm,
patience is a virtue. It's true. Time is gold. It's true. And
okay.
I think if you're yeah, I agree with Jack. You really need to improvise the time that you have. I know it's I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult. Like I'm working 12 hours a day, and I took a leave like 5 days leave, just 5 days leave before my
Mm,
exam. So yeah,
mhm,
it's really difficult. So yeah, be patient. Be
mhm,
patient. We have different learning phase. We're
mhm,
not all the same. You might really think that, oh, why can't I hit the same band score as hers? And she's only
mhm.
reviewing for like 3 weeks. We are all different. We're not all the same. So you have to keep in mind that you don't need to compare yourself. Yeah, this is really, really the thing. Very much you would always hear this, but it's true. Don't compare yourself. So just keep going, keep practicing, and what else? I couldn't say. I can say
Yeah,
much. I'm not gonna say you're gonna swipe.
yeah. Don't swipe right if you don't want to. But Ian, if ever it comes to a point when you want to take it again, I tell you, you're really good in writing. I don't know if you can hear it. You're really good in writing, so yeah, you can just sit the test anytime you want to. You're just gonna kill it the next time. Yeah. Okay, so
I'm sorry, sir.
did you hear that, Ian?
Nah,
Did you hear it?
nah,
No, she didn't
nah,
hear it. What
nah.
I said is that you're really good in writing. So anytime you feel the readiness to take it again, you just take it. You're gonna kill it the next time. So
Right?
sure.
It's
Yeah,
really questionable, right? Like in just 9 days, I already have
yeah,
my remark. I don't
yeah. But
know.
this time, really work on the time factor, so that we will be arriving at
Yeah,
this
when it
point.
comes to writing, really,
Mhm,
whenever you're practicing,
mhm,
pressure yourself with time, really. So when you're at the actual situation, you're used to it. Because
mhm,
that's I think that's the thing with me. I wasn't able to manage my I don't have good time management skills. So yeah, I
mhm.
wasn't able to finish my task one, but I was able to finish my task two. But I'll let you know, guys, what's gonna happen with the appeal.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see.
Let
And
us
I
know.
think IELTS Einstein will be on the headline.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
gonna be a first, right? It's gonna be a
Yeah,
first. Yeah.
yeah, because it's really, you're gonna question the credibility. But
Mm-hmm.
if in case I prove them wrong, it's
Mm-hmm.
slap on their face. It's really a
Yeah.
shame because it's such a big organization and they're doing this.
Yeah, this is
So
gonna set a precedent, so we can now know better what to do
know,
next time, right? Yeah.
everyone's gonna question, do I
Yeah.
really want to take the exam with the British Council? Or I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna move to the IDP? Or I'm not gonna take IELTS anymore, I'm just gonna take OET.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it really create, very great, controversy. So I
Raises
don't know.
interesting questions. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but really, with Sizerlin, I mean, 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Took her 2 weeks, and Chet 21 days to be exact. Exactly 21 days.
No,
She told me.
Switzerland took 3 weeks. Yeah. Similar to Chet. Yeah. Similar to Chet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
why me? Just 9 days. So like, are you are you racially profiling me, or like you're being vindictive here? Oh, I know this girl. This was the girl who messaged British Council on Messenger, and she wants a refund, and she couldn't get a refund immediately, and she's saying a lot of so
Oh my
probably
god. Yeah.
I was on I got a red tag probably. I got a red tag probably.
Yeah, better hold yourself the next time. Now you're not gonna get the results you're looking for if you keep swearing all the time.
I mean, I'm just being, that makes me genuine of a person that I am. Makes me genuine person. So
Okay,
really,
hold on. I'm gonna
at,
stop the.
at
Yeah.
least I'm giving hope to
Right.
other students, right? After the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
remark, that's giving hope to them. But let's
Yeah.
see.
But Liam, what are you gonna do if town nursing suddenly comes in and says, Liam Walter Sarmiento, we are happy to inform you that we are gonna offer you a free NCLEX review and we will pay for it for the exam. Are you gonna go for it?
Yeah,
You're gonna
which
go
is
for it.
safe. But I need to question which is safe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah, I think they're gonna go for it.
matter. It doesn't really matter.
Because
Whatever you can all ask
you never
for.
scored under band 8, with the exception to the writing, right? Everything was
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
No, 7.5. I even requested for a remark on my listening and reading. Like denounce everything. Like show me the key to correct answers. Like, I just want an explanation. I just want an explanation. What
Uh-huh.
went wrong? What went
Uh-huh.
wrong?
Okay.
Right? Why just 9 days? Because it's
Okay.
pandemic. Is it because it's pandemic? And
Yeah.
it's Ramadan. So
Uh-huh.
you're not really busy. You doesn't have any students, so it would only take you 9 days. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Am I the first? Am I the
Yeah.
first?
You're the first. You're the first of your kind. You're first of her name.
I mean, who got her remark after 9 days? Am I the first one?
Yeah, that was quite fast. I was quite. That's why I had this confusion when you showed me your scores. I had this impression that you're showing me the older scores. There.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're always confused. Like I want a deep conversation, but he is a puddle mind. So just just let's end the
I'm just
conversation.
busy. Okay, guys, we're gonna stop this recording and then we're gonna have the questions from the rest of the gang, which we will not include in the recording. Okay, hold on, hold on.